everybody, and welcome to the newest indoor adventure in the Four Keeps Beneath the Waves, Part 17. Today is July 25th, 2022, and you are loved. That is a very important message that we like to remind each and every single one of our viewers and listeners at the beginning of each and every single one of these games. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/indooradventures to check up on all of the VODs of each of the games that we have played up until this point, or you can go towards where anywhere audio casts are being made available for free. You can find us there under the same moniker. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, if you go to patreon.com/indooradventures, you can check up on our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from each other, but also from the community. So if you have any questions for myself or any of these other fine folk, feel free to once again join us at patreon.com/indooradventures. But let's say that you already support us on Patreon, you already support us on YouTube and Twitch, and follow us on Twitter and all of those other wonderful places, and you're trying to think to yourself, where can I go to help support this fantastic show even more? Well, guess what, buddy? I got your back. Quite literally, in fact, because if you go to indooradventure.redbubble.com, we got t-shirts, we got posters, we got mugs, we got crop tops, throw pillows, shower curtains, aprons, clocks, hoodies, journals, stickers, and we also got face masks with the symbol of Tiamat upon them, designed by our very own Cyberwolf1201, where all the proceeds of those masks end up going to help support Doctors Without Borders. And actually, all of our merch sales are currently going to help Doctors Without Borders. So, if you'd like to help support a good cause, you can again go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. But that is it for my opening spiel. So, hey, RJ, who you playing tonight?
Hey everybody, I'm RJ. Today I'm playing Caelum the Shadowkai Wizard. We both go by he, him.
Hello everybody, I'm LBHackEmUp, and I'm going to be playing Gwen, the Halfling Barbarian Fighter. We both go by she, her.
Wait, I'm Cyber. I use he or whatever. I play Arjhan. Arjhan is a Draconian Spelunker. He, him.
Hey everybody, I'm Wings, also known as Danae Keener. I'm going to be playing she, her. I'm going to be playing as Cori the Elegant Paladin. She, they, and he.
And I am the indoor adventurer, he, him, and tonight I shall be your dungeon master. So, last we left off, your group had just gotten done condoning Agravain to a millennium of being dragged into the River Styx after you had defeated him in his...
Yes, drag her.
Yes, drag her! After his attempted renewal at becoming an ancient Black Draco Lich. At this point, the group was able to put a real stamp on that, and in doing so, was able to win the war that had existed between the Bright Wardens and the Nightsworn for generations. It was at this point that your group then made it back to the Shimmering Eyrie, the headquarters of the Bright Wardens, where your companion Shao was actually going to be taking the role of commander ever since his father had passed during the previously mentioned battle. It was at that point that they were getting ready for a celebration. Your group was in the process of making their way down to the entrance to this large cavern that the Bright Wardens were in charge of guarding. This place colloquially known as Wormcrawl Carven. And I believe that's where we left off last session. So, your group is standing in front. Atris, the mystic, has kind of led you all down there. And he will, and he ends up casting a spell, which Caelum, you recognize as a stone shape, and kind of this large rock that has been placed in front of the entrance to the cavern, that you can see has also been like molded and sculpted to kind of like fit into the depression evenly, then kind of morphs open to create a doorway. And Atris, knowing, Caelum, that you have sent sending spells and have a utility of messaging as well, will actually give you a scroll of sending. So that way, if you need to leave the cavern and the door being... Because they keep the door closed even when people are going inside. But if you just give him a sending, he can open the door back up for you. And he doesn't want you to use a spell slot for it, so here's the scroll.
Quick question, Master Atris.
Yes.
What exactly are we going to be expecting here besides the worms?
Rightfully,
I am unsure. I have studied this cavern as far as the texts are able to allow, and as far as I am aware, there are worms, as you have mentioned, and they come in a variety of sizes and shapes.
Lovely.
Yes, are you familiar with... there is a method by which these worms will coalesce and turn into humanoid-like figures. Or...
Oh yeah, yep. We are very aware of that one.
Excellent.
They can get pretty big. So if you feel any unforeseen rumbling, that's probably us.
I will be sure to keep that in mind. Yes.
If we're not back within turns of the group, 5 hours, give or take.
If I do not hear from you within that time, whether or not you are back, it is a deep place. It's a dangerous place.
By around the second hour and a half, I'll contact you with another sending to just keep you up to date.
Of course.
But thank you, Master Atris. We will see you soon.
He nods, and again, this bird looks ancient comparatively to the other Aarakocra that you have seen. And he sort of does this very, deep bow, and even though you have told him thanks, you can see that he is still more indebted to you in his bow than his words can convey. But yeah, the four of you end up stepping into this cavern, and the door coalesces back together and seals you within the cavern. And it is dark. Thankfully, I don't believe that there is a one about you who does not currently possess dark vision.
Gwen.
Didn't you guys get her goggles?
Goggles.
Oh. Did you attune to those? Okay.
Do they require attunement?
Yep, they're goggles of night.
But my tattoo gives me night vision.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Dark vision. 60 feet.
Cool. All right, so obviously, one of the first things that you notice being in this cavern, not only is it dark, it is cool. It is damp. You don't hear there's like a little bit of water dripping far off in the background, but you can tell that it's probably just the precipitation that occurs in subterranean environments. And you begin to walk down this cavern, and as you're going, kind of as has been explained and was explained by Atris, there are a variety of traps that have been set up through Wormcrawl Cavern, specifically to ensure that the safety of that entrance is tantamount. So they will go in, reset the traps if anything ends up triggering them, that sort of thing, just to kind of prevent if any worm beasts make their way up out of it or for whatever reason. Yep.
I was about to say, were we given information about up to a certain point where the traps are, any distinguishing markings?
that would have been in the map. And so you're kind of getting to this general spot where you're like, okay, I know there's a pressure plate. I know where one of those are. Okay, I know where this thing is, and you can kind of maneuver your way around. And honestly, it doesn't take that much effort when you know where the traps are. And you walk for maybe about 20 minutes down this cavern, and then you start seeing something odd. Not odd in the sense where you expect there to be large worm men making their way towards you, but odd in the sense that there are traps that look like they have been recently triggered. And when you look at the traps that have been recently triggered, after a certain point, after like the first 2-3 traps, you find a body. And this body had triggered a tripwire. And you can see they are just full of darts that had shot out from the wall. And looking at it and kind of like tilting the body over, you see that this individual has like kind of these like green shimmering scales that are crawling up the side of their neck. And like flicking an eye open and kind of investigating, they have like the single slit eye.
Huh. Well, that's weird.
Yeah, and Caelum, you can make a investigation check or a nature check.
Both are the same score. Yeah. 18.
18?
Mhm.
Caelum, based off of what Shao had told you, and based off of Tylira's testament and other information that you've gathered, you have heard about a race of snake people known as the Yuan Ti, and this individual is definitely fitting the bill.
Underground snake people. All right.
Just real quick, since the fight with Agrabah, did we get a long rest?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
has it been days?
It's been several days on your journey, so you, all of your health spells, everything that you needed to do on a long rest, you could have done. Likewise, there's also a chalice that you can roll numbers for, as today is a new day.
Cori presenting female today.
Which
What?
season?
Oh,
Or doesn't matter. 'Cause
probably
it's summer still.
yeah, probably still summer
Okay.
if we're still on this island. It's just easier as far as communication goes. What manner of creature is this?
From what I can recall, and Caelum's going into his bag for a pair of like rubber glove or leather rubber gloves. Just starts going into the moof and like looking in.
Yeah, it has like the bifurcated tongue, and then you can see that like when you like extend the jaw down, the jaw can go like a little bit farther than a human can.
Oh,
And like and as that jaw opens, you actually see that like their incisors come down. And then when you shift the jaw back up, it looks like that motion is connected somehow.
This person was once a Yuan Ti. They are essentially snake people.
Fairly straightforward. Anything that we should know about then?
What would I know about the Yuan Ti?
You can make a religion check if you want.
Okay.
I'm also
'Cause-
gonna do a divine sense because like Cori's never seen something like this before.
Yeah.
She would likely be interested in like,
Because RJ knows a lot about the Yuan Ti, but Caelum knows 27 religion.
He knows a lot about the Yuan Ti.
Well, some of their people are beholden to Dendar the Night Serpent. Their bites contain a poison.
I'm sorry.
depending...
Say that again?
Their bites contain a poison.
No, the thing that you said before that.
They are some of their people are beholden to Dendar the Night Serpent.
Should we be concerned?
Propping up the corpse and just clicking in the sides to keep activating the fangs up and down. A little, yeah, actually. If they are working in conjunction with Caius and Dendar the Night Serpent, that'd be a bit wild.
To be completely honest, I thought that we were done with the Dendar, but
Oh, as long as there are nightmares, you're never done with Dendar.
Gwen, that's the god that you thought you'd killed.
Yeah, we don't have to rub it in.
Okay, just making sure that we're all caught up and we
Yeah,
know
no, I
that
remember. I definitely remember Gengar.
Dendar is a very real
Gengar's the
and-
Pokemon, Gwen.
I know that. RJ. LB knows that.
Sometimes it gets a little real around here. Just so that we're all on the same page and we know that Dendar's still a threat.
Yeah.
Probably a very immediate one.
Mhm. There is a waste stone down here, from what I recall.
Love those things.
Yeah. Didn't you get blasted through one of them?
It's the first time I died.
Sorry to rub it in. Unceremoniously drops
It's
the
fine.
body and walks away.
Okay.
Actually, what's he got? What do they have on them?
They have a wicked-looking ceremonial dagger, and then they have what look like a nice bracelet with some precious gems on it that you're guessing as a work of art is probably worth around 25 gold pieces.
If these caves are called Wormcrawl Cavern, where are the worms? So far, just the snake person.
Primeval awareness.
Okay.
I am looking up the rule for that. I am expending 1 spell slot to sense any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fey fiends, or undead within 1 mile of me.
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a heavy undead presence.
They're around.
Some people call snakes worms.
Well,
Could this be related?
I'm getting a sense of undead, so...
Wait, snakes aren't worms. Snakes are snakes. They have
Well-
bones.
Well, yes, but some people call them that.
Weird, but okay.
Wait,
Should we like sense for them?
does the lack of
I can sense undead. I can't particularly sense worms or snakes. But yes, they're around.
Cool, let's
Keep going.
make this trip quick then.
Okay. Yeah, and as you continue, you do see that there are several more of these traps that have been triggered. And you see like there's fresh blood on the ground. And when I say fresh, I mean it's like maybe a day old at most. As you continue down this path, eventually down this corridor that you've been wandering down, and again, there are these, it is heavily laden with traps, you can begin to hear a chanting. And this chanting is being sung in Abyssal. Does anybody here speak Abyssal?
Yes.
So Arjhan, this chanting that you hear begins with sleep. I dream of sleep. And you hear it echoing from deeper into this cavern.
Oh yeah, that's Dendar. Those are Dendar worshippers.
So, how do we want to play this? I assume whatever the fuck's going on here is part of Dendar's scheme. Do we really want to rile up the Night Serpent?
I'd like a second go, yeah. Wait, should I not be doing that? Shit. We should do this cautiously.
Let's not go in blind. Cori's going to summon Twig.
Okay. Your little fox will-o-wisp. And it always, whenever Twig appears, it looks like there's like, they're walking out from behind a mask layer of something. So like, if it's like, even if it's just like your leg or something, like they always just like fully appear.
Yep. Like I was here the whole time. Twig, could you run ahead, invisibly, and let us know what's going on down there?
Twig nods, and you just see them disappear and scamper off.
I really should use him more often. Very helpful to have a scout.
Request his aid. using him implied. Never mind.
No, that's a better way of putting it. You're right.
Okay, and the entire time you're just listening to this chanting coming down the corridor. Are you still like kind of like walking as you do, or are you just like, no, we're just gonna wait here for Twig specifically?
Hello, as the person with -2 dex, I'm not sneaking anywhere.
Okay, that's fine. After about 10 minutes, Twig will kind of like walk in from the extent of most of your dark vision and just sort of like plod on up. And Twig will then communicate with you, Cori, that there are 13 individuals at the end of this cavern in front of a large rock. Some of them seem okay with getting bled out.
Mm. That
Right.
large rock sounds like the Waystone, doesn't it?
Yep, I've heard enough. I will go ahead and I'll start shooting things. I assume you will come running in afterwards.
You got it. We'll wait for the chanting to stop and screams of pain to start up before busting in.
Perfect. I would like to sneak ahead.
Okay. Sneaky. Roll for stealth.
Caelum just turns to Gwen and starts up a game of rock,
19.
paper, scissors.
19?
2.
19 for a 42, is that what you said?
No, 19. I rolled a 2.
Okay, Jesus. Still good. It's still a solid number. Okay, so... Yeah. Arjhan, you are able... And, like, you kind of know where the traps are as well. Caelum sort of was able to spot out. And you're generally a very cautious individual walking through these places as well. So you're able to approach and travel forward until you can hear until you can see the source of this chanting. And what you see is that there is a large chamber. It doesn't look like it actually extends to any other direction, which again is kind of weird because you have not seen any worms. But is your primeval awareness still up? Does that last for like...
I think it lasts for like an hour.
Okay, yeah, so with your primeval...
Let me
Okay.
verify that. No, I guess it's immediate.
Okay, sounds good.
1 minute per level, so 1 minute.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so your primeval awareness would not be up just yet. But at this point, as you get close, you can see that there is the Waystone. That is this large monolithic thing, this formation of stone here in the depths of the cavern, and what looks like a natural amphitheater that kind of careens up to it. And there is... in the stonework around where this Waystone is, you can see again that there are set carvings. It seems like this is some sort of... Whereas the other Waystones that you've seen are very much just a rock in a place, this Waystone seems like its rock in a place idea ended up becoming more of a point of interest for some folk. Also along this Waystone that you can see, there are bloody handprints that seem to wrap around it in an almost artistic manner. And you can see that it has also been entirely done up with what look like they have their hand kind of like snaking up in the blood, and it's very ritualistic in this sense. And as well as with that ritual, you see that there are these Yuan Ti that are standing around kind of in like a back row, and in front of them there are about 5 Yuan Ti with a 6th one laying down on the ground. Their guts are currently opened, and the other Yuan Ti have just been like reaching in to then use this well source of blood for their profane rituals. But they don't seem to have noticed you. They seem very focused on this ritual to bring about the Night Serpent. Or at least what they think will do.
I would like to... I mean, I want to start the combat, so
Okay.
roll for initiative.
Yeah, let's roll for initiative. And then you'll be acting first because it is a surprise round. Originally, this is, again, something that we have talked about with establishing distances and boundaries. You guys had been maybe about 5 minutes away when Arjhan initially set out. For Cori, Gwen, and Caelum, did you want to then accompany Arjhan to then, like, a reasonable, like, okay, when he says go, we can dash in?
Yes, that was our
Okay.
plan.
Cool. Just wanted to establish that before we even rolled anything.
I don't fucking get it, Gwen. How do you win 100% of the time at rock, paper, scissors?
Because you always throw rock, dude.
13.
13. Okay.
As we're rolling initiative, is this a combat that would necessitate a visual aid for our players?
I think it probably would. I think it definitely couldn't hurt.
Okie-doke.
11.
18.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm in the positives today with a 10.
Oh, good for you. It sounds like a win.
Yeah.
Take him where you can get him.
Okay. That's not good.
There's 13 enemies.
There were... Oh, that's why. Okay. My partner was playing a home game on Sunday and logged me out of D&D Beyond, so when I went to my encounters, there was nothing there, and I was like, fuck me. That's
Oh
not
no.
good. This is fine. This is great. Just let me control the player's fate.
Wow. The wherewithal to rhyme.
I know. Okay, so yeah, there are 13 of them currently.
Would be a shame if I were to meteor swarm this entire cavern.
I mean, that's pretty close to what I'm about to do. I would like to cast Hail of Thorns at 4th level.
Okay.
And the center of them that are around the altar, I would like to shoot one of them.
Okay.
I assume I am hidden, which would give me advantage. I would
Yes.
like to take Sharpshooter on this,
Okay.
because I keep forgetting that I have that feat.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's a natural 20.
Oh my god. So, you know, like, I know how we all joked about rolling initiative, but let's just see where the night takes us, you know?
Let's see where the Night Serpent takes us, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, so 12 plus 10, so that's 22 points of damage for the initial shot. Let me check Hail of Thorns.
Oh, if it crits.
Yeah, I mean, I don't roll for Hail of Thorns, and I had to cast it beforehand. But the targets have to roll a dex save, so I don't feel like this would stack.
Yeah, if they have to roll a save, then they don't take the crit damage for
Yeah,
it.
it's not part of the weapon attack.
Yeah. Okay. So if they fail, they're taking how much?
Uh, 19 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And that original one takes 22 points.
Okay, sounds good.
From So 22 and then the 19.
Okay, sounds good.
That was my first attack. How many are still up?
So these actually look like they are hardier, Yuan-Ti.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
shooting again.
Okay. And just as a description for the ones that you can see, so you see that there is like big brawny chest, thick arms. The top half is like a cobra. Another is like a very human looking man, but instead of where their hands should be, it just looks like a bunch of snake ends. And there are 2 of those. And then there are 3 that look like a hooded cobra, but just have like that kind of humanoid body, and they have like very much like fully scaled.
Okay.
And there are 3 of those.
So there's the 5 in the middle. There's. I'll look at the board. I'll look at the visual aid. How many of the minions can I get in a line if I spit acid on them?
You'd be able to get at least 4.
Okay, I would like those to make a dex save.
Okay. Okay. The highest number that I had was a 22, and then the others got sub 15.
Okay, so save was a 17.
Yes.
So the one who saved will take 10 points of acid damage. The rest of them will take 21.
Okay, so 21, 10, and then... Sorry, how much was the initial volley of thorns? For the start of the round, before the acid.
19.
19, okay. Okay, sounds good.
And then final attack, once again going for the big guys in the middle. 21 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
For 21 points of damage.
Okay. And you were hitting one of the big guys in the middle, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sounds
That's it.
good. Because the guy that you dealt that final bout of 21 to, that was all that he had.
Yeah, and then I'll start ducking back into the hall.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Sounds good. So then at the top of the round is going to be... Just check here, because that was the surprise round. Okay. Getting this all set up and ready here. Okay, so at the top of the round is actually going to be the Yuan-Ti. And as you just come in and lay waste to these individuals, you can definitely tell that they are taken by surprise. They thought that they were going to be the only ones in here. And you hear them begin to chant something different. And they begin to cry out, "Night Serpent, lend us your aid." And as they do, you watch as 6 of these kind of lower tier Yuan-Ti begin to like their bodies begin to twist and contort and writhe. And as they lay down onto the ground and slither towards each other, they actually wreath around into what looks like a monster. This large, like, There are multiple heads on this weird snake beast. Its arms are made of what look like several other arms.
Are we
that have, like...
fighting an anathema?
Yes, you are.
Yay! I love them.
It is just this combination horror of what happens when 5 to 6 fleshy bodies decide, hey, we could totally be Voltron, but in a Junji Ito kind of way. And that is the snake monster that has now arrived before you. So there is only 6 enemies in this combat. One being this anathema, who is a huge monstrosity. And then there are 2 of the kind of hooded, hooded cobra individuals that are left. 2 of these like wacky waveable inflatable arm ones, and then the standalone, who's the big beefy boy.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did we do a long rest?
Yes.
How
Oh
big
my
is this
gosh.
boy?
It is huge.
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 All right. Sorry, just for clarification. 2 hooded ones.
2
a
hooded,
big beef.
2
a big
wacky
beefy
waveable
boy.
arm. Yeah. 1 beef and then 1 massive.
I'm sorry. I might need a list.
Okay, that is totally fine.
You might need to start actually naming them.
Yes. So, their names are Pitmaster, Mind Whisperer, Abomination, and Anathema.
Oh God, you've given us so many names, but you haven't told us who they are.
No, that's what they are. I mean, it's not like you're like kill a bunch of them and be like, hey, first and last name, last 4 of your social, come on. Like,
Oh God.
yeah, I'm writing up the initiative order so that way we can have that as well. Boo. I feel like I just described like their Toys R Us brand name. They're like, this is the Yuanti Pitmaster. Includes 6 snake action.
You should make another TikTok about that.
Oh my god. Sell Yuanti like their toys.
I take offense to that.
Collect all 8 different versions of Hassan.
Baz, there's a Dairy Queen. Baz.
Okay.
I still don't know what a Dairy Queen is.
It's a place where you get ice cream, you numpty.
What the fuck is ice cream?
Oh, don't worry, Hassan. It's going to be fine. I know that you're lactose intolerant, so I had them take out all of the milk, so it is just a sprinkle.
Oh my god, I can
You
still
can hear my
Rin-Rin.
thoughts too.
Yes,
Alright,
I
so
can, Baz.
So what that anathema
Oh, God.
doing?
What is
Alright.
that anathema doing?
So the anathema is the big boy.
Yes.
Whisperer is one of the hooded guys.
Yes.
And then we got another Whisperer. And then 2 Pitmasters, which look like
They got wavy arms.
They
the wavy arm.
They
Make
got
them a
snake
star.
bits that just go down
Make
one
those
arm.
guys a star. There are no stars.
Okay, actually just change the shape of one of them, because then that can be the beefcake.
Okay, there's a beefcake.
Yes. And
How
that is the
beefy was that then?
abomination. He's just like, he's swole, you know?
Is he large?
Yes, he is large.
Okay. I'll give him. He'll be a square with rounded corners.
Okay. To all you audiocast listeners, thank you for your patience. It's been a long couple weeks at work for me, and this is what we got right now.
All right. There.
Okay.
I've provided you with shapes. That is all I can do.
Okay. Good shapes. Solid shapes. So, Arjhan, you shooted and then you ran into the back, so that is no worry. So that way, you were still more stealthily. The anathema has formed. And let's see here. It is going to slither on up past where the waystone is, and then it is going to take a ready action to bite out at the first person that it sees. I didn't have to say what the readied action was, but I did. Now I regret it. So that is it for the anathema. Cori, it is your turn.
I'm gonna run in and try and get as much amongst like the thick of them as I can.
Okay.
Can I get to a point where I have as many as possible of them within 30 feet of me?
Yeah. If you get like right to the front line, right where the large muscular one is, the rest would be within that 30 feet. But you would also be right in the thick of them.
All right. What about if I face stepped in there? Like, how many could I get immediately next to me?
If you face step, the most that you'd be able to get in proximity to you would be 4. But that would also put yourself right in the middle of 4 of them.
I accept that.
Okay.
That'll be fine. Yeah. I'm gonna face step in there, and everybody within that
immediate range.
In immediate range is gonna take fire damage because of summer form.
Okay.
It's 6 fire damage, I believe.
Okay.
And what's fun is that's not even a save. It just happens. So every creature within 5 feet takes 6 damage, and then after that, I'm gonna do a destructive wave.
Okay.
God, it's fun to be, like at the top of initiative. I need them all to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay. Okay, so that's 4 con saves coming your way, and as I'm rolling these, I'd like to say, JD, thank you so much for the sub! Okay, so...
They're looking for 19.
Well, that is certainly a number. One of them made it.
Okay.
And only one of them makes it.
All right. So let me go ahead and roll for this. All right. All right. So that's going to be, for those who did not save, they're taking 21 thunder damage.
Okay.
And 22 radiant damage. And they are knocked prone.
Okay.
And the ones that did save, which is the one, is taking half that damage.
Okay.
So 10 and 11. That's me. Bonus action. Feeling great. Doing fine. Cori just like runs in, bamfs, and then like sword into the ground.
Excellent. And then let me just see here. All right. Sounds good. So that was Cori. Next up is going to be one of the Whisperers, who is still alive. And they are going to try and get you. Or at least they're going to try. So they are going to pull out this curved blade, and you've seen a lot of curved blades here in Orzaris, the Land of Flying Blades. This is very much a scimitar. This is like, it could almost be a machete, but like this is definitely like more used on cutting people rather than cutting through nature. So I'm going to guess that an 11 doesn't hit.
Nope.
Okay. And a 13 doesn't hit either.
No.
Okay, sounds good. So then next up is Arjhan. And Arjhan, you've just seen like blat, blat, blat. And then you just watch Cori like rush in, teleport, kaboom, right after.
Cool. I would like to... I can bonus action hide, because of Nature's Veil.
Yes, you can.
Or not Nature's Veil, but Banish.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to hide.
Okay.
Hey, Gwen. I rolled a natural 1.
Are you within 30 feet of me?
I think so.
Do you have to be able to see him?
Let me read it.
I rolled a natural 1 on stealth.
Oh, on stealth. Oh, okay. Yeah. Then that's
Pretty sure
still
you
fine.
can see him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can see him for now.
Okay. Sorry. Go all the way down.
Still an 18, but
Yeah, right.
God damn.
When you can, an ally you can see.
Okay, so he's still visible because he's trying to hide, so you can still
Yeah.
definitely do that. All right. So yeah, reroll. Get that halfling luck.
I rolled a natural 1 again.
Some things are meant to be.
Okay, yeah, so you got an 18 on stealth, which is like Caelum trying his hardest.
No, that's on a nat 20.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just bamf in and I'll try to shoot again. Am I hidden?
It doesn't look like they have noticed you.
Okay, I'm going for big boy.
Okay.
I'll let you describe who that is.
Okay.
It might be huge guy. It might be the guy with no arms but great pecs. I don't know.
Could be. If there's a huge guy and a large guy, so if you're going for the big guy, I would say the biggest one is the one that has multiple heads.
Cool. Do I get advantage?
Yes, because he has not seen you.
I'm gonna take sharpshooter.
Okay.
I should use that more. 23 minus 5.
23 minus 5 is 18, which does hit.
Cool. Okay. 26 points of damage. Force damage. I just have it set to force.
Okay.
Second shot. 35.
To hit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit it.
For 11.
Okay.
That's it. I'm ducking back into the hole.
Okay, sounds good. Do you get a third attack with Dread Ambusher?
Nope.
Okay.
I got it on the first round, but I don't get.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. All right, so then that was Arjhan. Next up is one of these pit masters, who, Cori, you have just hopped into the middle of. Let's see here. All right, so yeah, Cori, they are going to cast a spell to try and make a melee spell attack at you.
I'm gonna provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
I'm swing it. I'm swinging. Here it comes. 18.
18 and 18 hits.
All right. That's going to be 13 slashing damage, and 3 radiant damage. Let's throw a smite on here. Why not? Let's get frisky. Go at 3rd level.
Okay.
Let me just gotta navigate here. It's gonna be an additional 16 radiant damage, and undead or fiend.
Let me check.
Just
Monstrosity.
out of curiosity.
Yeah, they are monstrosity. They are not undead or fiend.
I don't know. Sometimes there's fuckery with these stat blocks.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. That's it.
Okay.
That's my reaction.
Sounds good. Okay. Just checking. Okay, so they rear back and you can see that there is just this like sickening necrotic energy that seems to come out from their hands as you see that like they bring their hand into almost like all the fingers are flat except for the thumb, which goes to the top, and they make like a little snake hand towards
they
you.
do.
as they are going to be casting Vampiric Touch on a strike against you.
Oh no, these Wanti are Italian.
Oh no.
God damn it. Okay, so that is going to be for, I hope you're goddamn ready for this, 8 points of necrotic damage. Or wait, no.
Hey,
they actually need to attack to hit you.
Yeah, I was like, does it hit me?
That depends, really.
Is Vampiric Touch a spell?
Vampiric Touch is a
Yes.
spell. That's where the reaction came from. It was a
Yes.
16 to hit. So they do their little like
No.
snake bite after you like blast and they're like like go for it anyways. But you can see that like as one of the pit masters, again, they just have these like long braids coming down where their hands are, so it still rears back and looks like a snaky that's going to try and get you.
Cori's eyes light up and she says, Gwen, over here.
Pick on this one. It's a mage.
Okay. Speaking of Gwen, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna go pick on the one that Cori just pointed out.
Okay.
Can I make it over there in one turn?
You would be able to. In doing so, the anathema will be able to bite out and strikey at you.
Okay, before I move, I'm going to Tiny Rage, please.
Okay.
Just so we all know. All right, and then I'm gonna move over. Which one am I? Which circle square?
Yeah, so it's either of the circles. The one that Cori hit, we're going to say, is the one that is closest to you.
Okay, I'll move over, and I'm going to do my attack actions.
Okay, you will. The rated action of the big one will still fire off, and it's going to try and get you. But let's, it's fine. Let's just see how well it does. I haven't had a great track record. Does a 27 hit?
It does.
Okay,
Look at you.
wow.
You've done it.
Wow.
Wow.
Finally coming up in the world for 28 points of piercing damage
Okay.
and 14 points of poison damage.
Oh boy. I can't be. I have so I am not poisoned.
It's not poisoned, it is just poison damage.
Okay, so I just take all of it.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. Swing at him.
Okay.
It's a
Swing.
22 to hit
Oh, that'll hit.
and a 23 to hit.
Okay. Both hit.
The first one is going to do plus 7. Oh, I see. So it's do you want the slashing versus fire?
Let's just get the whole total in there.
Okay. So that's plus 8. So that's 24 damage on the first hit.
Okay, cool. You don't need to make an attack against this guy for the second time, but since you did roll high enough, just pick the next guy in your lane.
Actually, I think I have something for that.
When you reduce the creature to 0 HP, you can make another weapon attack with a bonus action.
Yeah, all right, but I've already used my bonus action. So, anyways, all right. So I will swingy at the big square.
Okay.
Or, sorry, this guy.
Yes.
Okay. And that was the 23.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, that still beats his armor class.
All right, and that is going to be 23 damage.
Okay, so 23.
Yeah. Do I get +3 or +2? And yes.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Alrighty.
+3. It's fine. I didn't add it right. That's
Sounds good. Yeah, and like Gwen, as you strike down this pitmaster, like man, you just got done beating up an ancient Black Draco Lich. Like, this is like the home run bat contest in Smash Brothers. Like, when you hit this guy, his body is just flying. Like, they were not prepared for a center of gravity that low to bring that much force in their swing. And the body, like, again, like, the bottom half is there, but top half just sort of, like, spirals off into this shower of blood.
yeah. Gwen just kind of like flips her axe around and like, all right, who's next?
And you can see, like, there is, like these Yuan-Ti that were prepared for this fight they really weren't prepared for this fight. They thought that they were here by themselves, but apparently they were not. So Caelum, it is your turn.
Okay. Remind me again, Simon, do you do stacking resistances, or am I misremembering
We
something?
stack resistances.
Caelum pops out of the little alcove, looks down at like where Gwen and Cori is, snaps his fingers pointing at Gwen, and casts Fizbane's Platinum Shield.
What the fuck does that do?
You create a field of silvery light that surrounds a creature of your choice within range. I can choose myself. The field sheds dim light out to 5 feet. While surrounded by this field, a creature gains the following benefits. 1. The creature has half cover. 2. The creature has resistance to acid, cold, fire, lightning, and poison damage. 3. Evasion. If the creature is subjected to an effect that allows it to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, the creature instead takes no damage if they succeed the saving throw. And as a bonus action, I can shift it to someone else.
Fucking wizards, man.
Yeah.
Also, you know what's fun?
The Bahamut spell that clerics and paladins can't get.
That's so weird. That's so weird.
I'm not
Also-
salty.
Fun fact, Fizbane's Platinum Shield is a bonus action for what it's worth. So I'm going to launch a firebolt at one of them.
Okay.
For the square in the back.
Okay, let me see. Which square in the back? Point at it?
That one?
Okay.
I just moved it slightly.
Sounds good.
I'm so sorry, Simon.
Is it a nat 20?
Yeah.
Of course it is! Roll that damage!
Oh my god. Firebolt does... Oh, that's a lot of zeros. 51 points of fire damage.
What the fuck? A cantrip! Okay. Yeah, that is more HP than that guy had left. By 1. So, boop, boop, boop. And that guy never even got a chance to act. Goodbye.
Caelum just has the bow out, fires the fireball through the drawstring, and then just like sees the anathema, ducks back behind the wall.
Sure. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, that's... Well, we haven't even gone through one round of combat. We haven't even hit the top of the round again, and most of these Yuan-Ti are gone. One of the pit masters, not pit fiends. It's always a I know. Mentally, I get them confused, but they are very different beasts. Very different monstrosities. So they are going to kind of look around and see all of this. And they are going to, let's see here. All right, so they are going to look at you, Gwen. And I need you to make a wisdom save for me. As you hear them call out in like this like parcel tongue snake speech that just says, kill your friends, as they try and make a suggestion on you.
Ooh. Okay. Okay, it's a spell.
Yes.
It is a spell, yeah.
Plus
okay.
5 from me.
And also, you know, or no, they are outside of your direct 5 foot. So
Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wanted to fail this, but I did roll a natural 20.
The wall.
oh no!
I always love when I can attack my friends. That's about the only thing I can do.
You solved my suggestion puzzle.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I have a +0. It's the only one I want to fail ever. It's fine.
That's all right. That's okay.
I'll roll real dice now. That way.
Okay, sounds good. So then next up is going to be the Abomination, this huge rounded square that we are all able to see in our Jamboard. And they are going to, kind of seeing everything here, they are, I would say, a bit worried about Cori, if anything. So they are going to try and... it's going to try and make a constriction attack towards you. And that is a 24 to hit.
That's gonna hit, baby.
Oh my god, it finally happened. For 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are considered grappled.
All right.
And when this creature constricts, it's not like they're like gripping onto you with their arms. It's like their torso extends up into an additional like snake-like length, and they just wrap that entire upper half around you and still have access to their arms as they do. They are going to then make a bite attack towards you for a 26 to hit.
Yes.
That is going to be for 5 points of piercing and 15 points of poison.
All right. RJ.
Ah.
Who did you put the magic bullshit
It's
on?
on Gwen.
It was on Gwen. Okay, so 15 points of poison. All right.
Okay. Sounds good. So that was the Abomination's turn. Or no, it can only use the bite and constrict once, but they also have a scimitar. So they're going to try and make that attack towards you. 16 doesn't hit, though. So they have been more focused on, like, I'm going to get you, and, like, wrap around with that upper half and then do a heckin' bite on you. And, again, it just feels more inconvenient and a little bit rude than it does painful. All right, so next up at the top of the initiative order is the Anathema. And the Anathema is going to swivel on over. It's going to like come around the sides so that way it can be by both Gwen and Cori. And it is going to make some attacks. So let's see here. It is going to make a set of claw attacks towards... It sees the shiny beacon of a halfling who just like chopped a dude in half and sent him across the room. So it is going to try and make a constrict attack towards you. You do have half cover, so the attack is at disadvantage.
I
Correct.
will look at it.
I believe so. It's either...
A target with half cover has +2 bonus to AC and dexterity saving throws.
Gotcha.
A target has half cover if an obstacle... Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so Gwen, you have a temporary +2 to your AC. Does a 17 hit?
No, it doesn't.
Wow!
Wow.
I'm moving up in the world.
So
It's
yeah,
like bumping AC matters.
Gwen,
Hey.
so like this like snake, this large snake bottom that again looks like it's made of at least 6 other of these Yuan-Ti try and wrap around you, but it's just buffeted by this like glowing platinum shield.
Oh.
And you still have like, you know, like you got plenty of room. You can move. It did not do what it thought that it was going to.
Can do a shimmy shake.
Can't do a shimmy shake. Does a 21 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, that is going to be for 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then a natural 1 is not going to hit.
No.
And then it is going to... The heads, as it's focusing its body on you, the heads are actually going to reach down towards the grappled target, being Cori, and they are going to try and do a bite, but 19 doesn't hit, correct? Okay, that's what I thought. So that is
It
it.
would have hit me if that makes you feel better.
So that is the Anathema is unable to proceed at this point. That is all the attacks that it had that it was trying to go for. So Cori, it is your turn.
Okie doke. The one that is grappling me.
Yes, the one that is grappling you is the Abomination.
If he wants a piece of me, he can have it. I'm going to bonus action, Guardian of Nature, form of a bucket of water. No, Primal Beast.
Okay.
And I'm going to do some attacks. So Primal Guardian attack, 18 to hit.
An 18.
No, actually, hold on. I get advantage when I'm in Primal Guardian mode. 28 to hit.
Well, they both hit, but yes, 28 definitely hits.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
14 slashing damage, 5 radiant damage, 5 force damage, and a smite. Let's do it at 2nd level.
Sorry, what were those numbers?
Sorry, 14 slashing
Okay.
damage, 5 radiant damage,
Yeah.
5 force damage,
Uh-huh.
and here comes a smite.
Okay.
That's going to be an additional 13 radiant damage.
Okay. That dude's looking fucked up.
That's my first attack. Here comes the second one.
Do you want to give temp HP on the first attack?
I do. Absolutely, I want to do. It's going to Gwen. Gwen, you get 10 temporary hit points. It's 10, right?
Yep.
Okay. Second attack is going to be 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Okay, that's going to be 9 slashing damage, 8 radiant damage, 5 force damage, and let's toss a smite at 1st level. So 11 radiant damage.
Okay. Yeah, as you like beast out, slam your sword into this abomination, you can see that radiating light just course through, and it like ripples underneath their elongated scales and creates this really cool wave effect. But you just see that like that radiant light just like bursts out of them, and they just collapse onto the ground, no longer able to move. You have finished yet another enemy in my snake puzzle.
All right, she lands and then she points her sword at the anathema.
Okay. Sounds good. So yeah, you point your sword at the anathema. Next up is because that was both your attacks bonus action, and then because the shield only procs once per attack, or is it every attack?
It's every attack.
Okay.
Shoot. Who else is here?
Arjhan.
Arjhan, are you within 30 feet of me?
I'm right outside the room.
All
Yeah,
right.
so he would not be, but you can still target
Then-
yourself, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well, in that case, how about a 10 temporary hit points for myself?
Okay.
That sounds real nice.
Sounds nice to have.
Sounds nice.
It's Cori as the Marge meme, like, but with temp HP. Like, I don't know, I just think they're neat.
Oh,
Okay, so then it is the Whisperers. And God, they are looking bad at this point. So they are going to... Yeah, they're going to try and just do a heckin' bite at you, Cori.
okay.
17?
Nope.
Okay. They are going to try and hit with a sword. A 19.
No.
Okay. That was all that they are able to do, and they just kind of get like they don't go outside of the threat range, but they are like getting closer to I'll say that they are they're kind of like backing up. They look like they are very much trying to go like towards the Waystone, if anything. Next up is Arjhan. Arjhan, you poke your head back into the room again, and there are significantly less men in there than there were previously.
But how many? A big one still around?
Yes, the Anathema is still there, and then there is one of the Pitmasters and one of the Mind Whisperers.
I would like to be a hidden.
Okay.
31. I would like to shoot.
Okay.
Sharpshoot.
Okay, hitting the Anathema.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a 15 hit.
A 15. Let me check. A 15 misses.
I would like to use what's this dang thing called? It's not Stalker's Flurry.
Okay.
So I don't think I get this one at advantage, but I still want to take Sharpshooter. It's gonna miss too.
Okay.
What about just straight 24?
That'll hit, yeah.
For 16 points. You know what? This is gonna be my favorite foe.
Okay, sounds good.
So 19 points.
Okay. So then just add an additional 3 on that to make it 19. Okay. Sounds good. So Arjhan, that was your turn. Next up is a dead guy who can't do anything. So Gwen.
Sorry. Gwen is going to look at this big guy and attack the big old diamond boy.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it recklessly. Is that hello, I'm Gwen? That's what I do. That's 29 to hit. On
Yeah,
the
that'll
first one.
That'll do it.
And that's a natural 20 on the second one.
We
Alright.
needed this, okay? After the aggravate fight.
It's okay for us to win sometimes.
I'm not saying it's not. I just roll like trash. It's okay. Look, I'll roll better in the final fight. It's okay.
Yeah. Obviously, this is
Just
just
have
a
gravity
warm-up.
involved, because apparently you roll bonkers when gravity's involved.
Yeah.
All right, so that the first one is 16, and the second one, I'm sorry, 16 plus 5, so 21, and the second one is so many dice. Well, we got the modifier once. 14 plus 12 is 20. 6, 31, 30, 34 damage.
Holy shit. Okay.
This is my crit.
I know. That's just a lot of damage. That's a high number. I'm not mad.
Thanks.
Why would I be? This is incredible. I'm watching you guys just fucking stomp these boys.
Yeah. So Gwen's gonna like run up on top of the snaky's big old like tail and start to like hack at it.
Okay. Yeah, just go for it. Okay. Yeah, so let's see here. Okay, and then next up is Caelum. Caelum?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking.
That's okay.
I don't want to jack any kills, because Gwen's going to yell at me.
But she's gonna yell at you if you give it to him. If you give it to her easy.
How far away is the back line?
The back line, those two, they'd be within like 45 feet. It's not that far.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole cavern is actually pretty close.
I only have 25 feet of movement, so...
Okay.
You know what? Points the bow at the second square in the back.
Okay.
And Guiding Volt at 4th level.
Okay.
Show me what you got. Hi, my name is RJ. You can catch me at RJustice282 on Twitter and Twitch. Natural 20 for a 33.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Show me the money. What does it look like?
Well, I don't know, but 24 D6 are coming out.
What level guiding bolt did you do on this guy?
Wait, yeah, that doesn't make sense. What? Hold on. A 4th, yeah.
Jesus.
Why does it do that much damage?
I don't
What?
know.
That
That's
doesn't-
not the appropriate
Oh.
number of dice.
Because I already critted. It changed it to 14d6. It's
Okay.
7d6 originally. I was about to say, like, what did I fuck up here? Can I do this some more? 61 points of lightning damage.
Okay, well, they had 14 HP. So, yeah, your guiding bolt hits them, and you just see, like, they were, like, towards the back, like, getting ready to, like, wander back towards the back of the room, away from all of these issues, towards where the waystone is. The guiding bolt hits them, and you just see, like, lightning and electricity courses through their body as they just reach a point of break and then just pop.
Could
Just
we see that
waystone is covered in gunk.
as they pop, there is a spear that's, like, floating there, and then Caelum, like, retracts his hand and pulls the spear back.
Yeah, I'm down for it.
It's
It has
hero.
no mechanical detriments, and I like it narratively. It's cool.
I've got a bonus action.
I guess.
I'm so sorry, Simon.
What did you do?
I'm going to use a meta magic to quicken out a firebolt for bonus.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna hit the circle, dude.
Okay.
Lord help me. If this is another goddamn natural 20, I'm gonna.
Then you go out and buy a lotto ticket.
Then apparently my mom was like, "You should have bought a lotto ticket." Does a 20 hit?
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay. He's only taking 4d6 this time, or 4d10 this time. 21 points of fire damage.
Okay. Well, he had 18 health.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, the small fries go down in flames, and then all that is left is this anathema. Everything else, all of these other Yuan-Ti, there are bodies just littering this place. And then there, of course, is the Waystone. And as these Yuan-Ti begin to drop, the Waystone, you can see, is... You can hear a rumbling.
Oh no.
Coming from it. And so, Caelum, that was your turn. Next up.
Oh no! They've been sacrificing their blood to the Waystone, and we've been making the Waystone bloodier! Fuck!
Okay, so next up at the top of the round is the Anathema. And the Anathema, it does not like the situation it's been put into. So, Gwen, it is going to attempt to cast a spell towards you.
What?
Cori, you are
Okay.
also within distance, I would like to point out.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna let those resolve before I counterspell.
Okay.
Well,
You go
doesn't
first.
okay. Here's the. I was gonna say, how doesn't the spell have to be cast for us to be able to make the attack? So if you counter it, then we can't hit.
Alright.
Is that that sounds right to me? Am I remembering that wrong?
No, that kind of that.
The Mage Slayer attack actually triggers before the spell is cast.
Yeah, it's when they attempt a spell. So the spell doesn't have to be successful or fire off.
okay.
So you just see like magic coalescing in your hand, and like again, like your irises just turned to little flames. And so you're like, ah. Ha, ha, ha.
Okay, 27.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Actually, y'all might kill this thing before I
Oh.
get a chance.
Oh, I rolled almost minimum damage here, so don't worry. That's only
Don't you get to re-roll one because of Savage Attacker?
I rolled another one. I'm not lying. So that's 12, 15 damage total.
Okay. Sounds good. And then Cora, you doing any smackies?
Yes. 28 to hit,
That'll hit.
10 slashing damage. I'm putting a 3rd level smite on here, so it's going to be 19 radiant damage and 5 force damage.
Okay.
Also, anybody else within 30 feet of us yet? You stayed where you are? Alright, no temporary hit points for you.
I did not duck back out of the room last time.
Yeah, you could hit Arjhan with some temp
Oh.
HP.
Well, it's 9 temporary hit points, as it turns out.
Okay. Yeah, because it's half your paladin level rounded down, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's for you, my friend.
Hooray. Okay, so next up, it is going to try and cast a spell towards Gwen. Anyone else have reactions?
I could be a dick.
Let him have this. I want it.
Okay.
I want
I'm
this
going to
spell.
use a
Unless it's-
reaction to copy the spell.
Okay, you will copy suggestion.
Ah.
Gwen, make another wisdom saving throw.
Let's see if I need to make it.
15?
15, and that incorporated the +5 from Cori?
Oh, it's 20.
Okay. Sorry! So, Gwen, like, mentally, you're just like, oh, is this gonna be it? Will I have to fight my friends? Tune in next time on Dragon... Aw, damn it, it's fine, I guess. Yeah, no,
I just look at Cori and I'm like, all right.
this time. Yeah, so its suggestion does not take hold. And it's going to do its best to square up and look menacing. And you can hear these 6 heads begin to chant and pray in their united hymn. However, Cori, big old weird snake thing started singing in front of you.
I'm going to jump on him.
Okay.
23 to hit,
That'll do it.
13 slashing damage, 4 force damage. I'm going to use a bonus action to regain a 3rd level spell slot, which is a thing that I can do. Harness Divine Power, that's it. Yeah, I do that. And I'm going to use another 3rd level smite.
Okay.
So that's going to be 17 plus 2, 19 radiant damage. And did I already give you the 4 force damage?
Yes, you did.
Second attack. 24 to hit.
Okay.
15 slashing damage, 1 force damage. And let's use a 4th level smite.
Okay.
I'm always just guessing as to which. Oh, that's bad. I rolled 3 1s there. 11 radiant damage.
Ew. Okay. Well, regardless of how bad those numbers were, Cori, you have jumped onto this anathema after it tried to take over Gwen's mind. What are your finishing blows look like for this guy?
It's a lot of swinging of the sword, and I imagine she's just lopping off like snake heads.
Okay. Yeah, just cutting them left and right, and like as you do, and I imagine because you're in your primal beast form, so it does look almost like a little feral. Like it's not like the over the sword slash. It's like you flip it upside down, and it's like stabbing a dude with a long sword kind of thing.
Oh, for sure.
Quick cuts.
Well, and like she didn't like leap gracefully on top of it. She like scrambled up the side of it and was just like gah.
Yeah, this is equivalent of like Cori going into a berserker rage. But, yeah, you managed to eviscerate this thing. And, like, again, the heads all come off. The body ends up falling as its blood splatters onto the waystone. And as the combat ends, the waystone begins to rumble and shake, and you can feel the cavern shaking with you. And as it begins to rumble and shake, it begins to crack along the lines of the blood that has been smeared upon it. There is a brief moment of silence as you see what looks like the absence of light emitting from inside of the waystone. As the waystone bursts, there is a stony fog of rubble and detritus of where the waystone was, and as the rubble and sediment begins to settle, all of you can see what looks like the silhouette of a humanoid form standing within the rubble. And that is where we are going to go to our break for the evening. We're going to try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes, so don't go no place unless it's to grab a food, grab a friend, grab a drink, or possibly go to indooradventure.redbubble.com, pick yourself up something nice, and we'll see all of you guys shortly. All right, everybody. See you soon! Hello, everyone!
Sidon!
That is LB!
When a sun holds a gun, it's nothing but a shooting star.
Oh! For you audiocast listeners, that cat has a star on its head! I don't know how to describe it as a little hat!
Do you hate me?
I love you, cat!
You okay, Abaddon?
She looks so grumpy.
Well, the kittens are in full play mode, and she wanted to bail like 10 minutes ago. But... Alright, go ahead. I have a box full of things now.
Incredible.
Get right.
Okay, so you guys have just creamed this Yuan-Ti force that was there. You turned them all into powder and goo, and just they're gone now. And speaking of things within the powder, as we stated before we went to break, the waystone that you had been looking at began to shudder ruptured. And from the dust, you ended up seeing the silhouette of what looked like a humanoid of some sort. And from this rubble, from the dust, as it begins to clear, you see a well-dressed man, shoulder-length jet black hair, and a slight bit of stubble emerges. He wears a black suit coat, a white button-up shirt, black dress pants, but no socks or shoes. And he appears lost. And muttering, he says, "Am I dreaming?" And he breathes in, and the world seems to almost pull itself towards him. I must be dreaming.
Primeval awareness.
Yeah, divine sense.
Yeah.
Detect magic.
With a detect magic, this dude is a beacon. But in the same way where, like, you see a bright light, but then you realize that it's a light that's actually, like, drawing things in, almost like it's a hole. Cori, as you divine sense, there is divine from him, where it's like a celestial lining, and then at his core, you get a infinitesimal sense of fiend. Like, if you focus on it, you can just feel yourself going farther and deeper inside of this awareness than you ever thought possible staring at one individual. Arjhan, you used primeval awareness?
Yep.
Yeah, same thing. Celestial, and then just what seems like a countless number of fiend. And this individual, he kneels down and sifts his hands through the dirt and the rubble, and you can see, like, he's sort of splaying his fingers as he does. It feels different here. But it's not my time. It couldn't be. And you see that he brings his dusted fingers to his mouth and just... and sort of, like, tastes the sediment on his fingers.
Sir?
Hello.
And you see they stand up and their back is turned towards you, and they seem to, like, two hands scratching the back of their head, and as they part their hair, there is just that face. As it seems like their body sort of, like, contorts to face you.
Hi.
You know, we've been through a lot these last couple of days, but this is a lot.
And they acknowledge you, and when you look at this individual, they have a glassed over expression in their eyes. Like, they aren't here, but they are looking at you. They are registering each of you as they do and making eye contact with them. You see that in the color of their eyes, it is a rich, almost like mahogany, dark brown, but there is just this line of red. And when I say line, it's not like a straight slit, and it's not a straight through. This is a line in the sense where it is a singular drawn piece that never touches itself, but constantly is turning into itself, and it just seems to kind of swirl in towards where the pupil of the eye would be. And it just constantly has this, like, swirling spiral kind of look to it.
Do you happen to have a name by which we can call you, good sir? Or neutral sir? Or evil sir? We don't know.
They think about it. And your words fall on them, and it says, "What you say in a dream doesn't count. There are no laws within a dream. If I were awake, there would be nothing. There would only be me. And you would all be me. But you are not me. No, you're too bright. And he specifically points towards Cori as he says this.
So it must be a dream.
So this must be a dream. Do
Right?
you like pasta? She liked
Yes.
pasta too, you know.
Who?
Did you know that everything becomes pasta eventually? In my core, it's noodles. Just one long noodle, like when you remove the skin of an apple with a knife. And as he says this apple seems to like just appear in his hand like he is some strange street magician, that the skin of the apple just continues to go until there's no more skin left, and it catches the inside of the apple, and it also just turns into this one long string and then turns to dust.
Get us to Gideon very quickly.
Hold on. If this is a dream and, there are no rules here, right? Like, you can tell us your name because it doesn't count, right?
Yes.
What should we call you?
There are those who have called me Tharsden.
You can call me the Tiny Terror.
I call you Laughing Thunder.
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna write that down.
It's the goddamn trifecta. Fucking Noctua, goddamn you.
But if you... Laughing Thunder.
Yes.
If you turn an apple into a
Was it
string,
Noctua?
that rich, juicy middle, it's still noodles. Just different noodles. We're all different noodles. My sister is a dangerous noodle, My cousin is a bunch of noodles. And that's not fun.
Do I
Oh.
recognize the name?
The name.
Yeah, make a religion check.
Ditto.
I'm sorry, did he just call Dendar a danger noodle?
He did.
Motherfucker.
19.
A 19.
20 for Caelum.
And a 20 for Caelum. Having stated his name and kind of seeing the force that this entity has on the reality around him, you get the very strict sense that yes, you are dealing with some manifestation, some representation of a creature that others have named the Chained Oblivion.
Oh no.
Conference room.
Cool.
And
Well,
I'm backing into the conference room.
Okay. Yeah, and Tharsden is making direct eye contact with Gwen.
That's awesome. You are some sort of deity, then?
He sort of like sits back a little bit.
Once I am in the conference room, I am going to message Gwen. Gwen.
Yeah.
That is Tharsden, Chained Oblivion. The source of the abyss and the god of madness and destruction. Stop engaging.
If that's who it is, don't you think we should stop him here as opposed to letting him get out?
If you have any bright ideas or any way to reseal a god, I would love to hear them.
And Tharsden just is sort of like looking
up a
around
finger.
in this place.
so if you weren't you made of noodles, would that make you an imposter?
And you see that there is a smile on Tharsden's face as he takes another deep breath in and says, "This place kind of smells like him. The old him before he joined the family. He's awake, my cousin. I can hear him talking sometimes, little things here and there, but he's so tedious. But there I go again, speaking of noodles when the dream is sure to be ending soon. I can
Would
feel
your-
it, can't you?"
Would your cousin happen to be the noodle that walks?
Yes. There are those who have called them that, yes.
Cool. Turning to Cori, we should get out of here.
You can feel
Cori's
it,
kind
can't
of-
you?
What?
You can feel it, can't you? The day that dreams end. It's coming.
Totes.
The age of awakening, when you all become noodles. When my nails and tethers will become noodles. And when that happens, I will consume them. I'll consume everything. But for now, I dream I am full. Dreams are funny things, aren't they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you dream of, Laughing Thunder?
Ugh, boy. Usually it's something like really hardcore. Sometimes it's a little sexy, but normally it's like I don't actually get to the sexy part. It's just like the lead up, and then I wake up and then I'm sad.
That is
You know?
understandable.
Right.
I have had dreams like this as well.
Yeah. So like, if you're gonna like wake up at some point, you should probably go back to where your body is, right? Like that's like the abyss, right?
I am the Abyss.
Yeah, you are. There's a place called the Abyss.
There is.
Have you been?
And he pats his chest.
Aw.
Comes from the noodles. Everything
Comes from
comes as deep as they
the
can go and as far as even the gods can see. It's all noodles.
Uh-huh. There's might be a way for us to show it to you, to take you away from this plane of existence, Caelum.
Really?
If you want.
Your name is Caelum?
Hi.
Sorry.
There's just like a quick bop onto Gwen's shoulder. Hi, yes. I could, but I don't think the Abyss is quite in my repertoire. I need specific items.
I can help. I am
Oh.
rather helpful.
They can make items. Did you see the apple?
I saw the apple, Gwen.
Do you need to go to the Abyss?
Eventually, yeah.
I think we should all go there now.
No! We've got stuff waiting for us, Gwen.
Wait, sorry, one moment. Pulls Caelum down. We need to get him off of this plane of existence
It-
as quickly as possible.
Grab both of you, pull y'all into the conference room.
Yes, but when you say everyone needs to leave, he might take us with him, and then that kind of strands everyone who's sending us
You
the
could plane
submersible.
shift us over there.
I need a tuning fork to the Abyss.
And Cori
taking big
Tharsden
things.
leans over and just, what are they talking about in there?
You know, I wonder that a lot myself. Do you mind waiting for a bit? The noodles must convene.
Oh, yes, they do need to seep, don't they?
3 minutes, or else it gets soggy.
Ta!
Tharsden just goes back to kind of like looking around this place and like sort of like touching dust with his fingers.
Okay, how fucked are we? Because like, if he realizes that he's actually not asleep and like can actually fuck with things, this is big bad, right?
Yes, Tharsden is related to both Dendar and Caius.
Okay, cool. So like,
I
plans.
don't doubt that he is dreaming in his own sense.
Oh, kind of like a metaphysical thing where his true body is somewhere still in the divine and he's just astral projecting here.
Something like that? I don't know. He is the Abyss, right?
What do I know on a 19 about Tharsden's imprisonment?
So you know that Tharsden's imprisonment is at the very bottom of the ever-expanding abyss. He,
it's-
while chained and confined, has it's like a gaping wound in him. And from this wound, it has been infused with the very essence of astral creation. And from that wound springs the abyss.
What do I know about, like, Is it like who did it to them? Was it like all the gods together, or was it a specific set of them? When did it happen?
It would have happened around the same time that like Tiamat, Sarador, Bahamut, like their whole discrepancy around crystal spheres would have began. As far as the deities that did this to Tharizdun, it was more of like a swath of deities that had seen him go towards this kind of malign intent, and they didn't anticipate the abyss rupturing from him. This seems like that was a unplanned occurrence, at least with the 19. But now it is something that they all rightly have to deal with.
Was Tiamat involved?
Tiamat was not directly involved in binding Tharizdun, no.
Shit. Okay.
Oh no, I just had a thought.
What is your thought?
Well, because Tharizdun is literally the Abyss and he can create things that could get us to specific points in the Abyss, maybe we can try and ask him to see if we can't get to Orcus.
Now?
Reunite him.
Not
with his
now,
cousin.
but maybe get me a tuning fork that would let us teleport to Orcus.
Seems amicable enough.
Though, the ask that he might give us might be a bit much.
Who's to say that he's going to ask anything of us?
Let's see. Let's look
I-
at our experience with deities.
I'm going to stay right here.
Okay.
Completely
I have greater
acceptable.
restoration.
I'll go talk to him, okay? He likes me. He gave me a nickname. We're buddies.
I can restore greatly one person.
And I can take Gwen along with me through a dimension door if we need to get out.
Not into here.
Not to here. But, out of the cave.
Okay. I'll get a tuning fork.
If
Uh,
if things go very, very badly, I can get whoever is within here out to Gideon.
yeah.
Okay. So I'll teleport right to the door and then we can just run in.
Okay. Just to be clear, the snacks in here are bomb. And 2, I'm getting a tuning fork that'll take us to the Abyss. Right?
Specifically to where
To
Orcus is.
Orcus.
Thanatos.
Thanatos.
To the to Orcus, who was his cousin's god.
Right.
Is that right?
Yes.
Orcus or
Caius
Orcus or
prayed to
Thanatos?
Orcus.
Caius was a worshiper of Orcus.
Yes.
So I just need to be clear, 2 Orcus, right?
Thanatos is the realm Orcus is in.
Got it. Okay, sorry. Not 2 different people. Okay. Is there anything else I should maybe convince him to like hang out here for a while? We should like we cannot let him
I feel
explore
like
this realm.
I feel like we can probably convince him to maybe go back. I don't know. This is, like I said, this is a lot.
Yeah. Okay. I got it. Okay. Gwen exits.
And
Can't
Gwen,
follow
when
us.
you come out, you see that Tharizdun is currently sitting, and he's not sitting crisscross applesauce. He's sitting with like his 2 front leggies just kind of like sprawled out, and he's wiggling his toes. And you just see that he has his hand in the chest cavity of one of the Yuan-Ti, and he's pulling out an intestine with just this look on his eye, like, it's all noodles. I knew it.
It is all noodles. We're all noodles on the inside. Hey, bud, you can create stuff, right?
Nods and kind of stands up and brushes his hands on his pants, and you see that the blood gets onto like the dark slacks that he has and then just seeps in as it just seems to clean itself.
Useful. You know Orcus? You know about Orcus?
I've heard whisperings in the dreams.
Right. Me and my group, want to travel to the Abyss.
Oh.
It's hard to do, okay? We need a tuning fork that'll take us to, what's it called? The
Thanatos.
We need to travel to Thanatos, which is a place in the Abyss, okay? But we need a tuning fork. Is there something is that something you can do? Make a tuning fork to Thanatos?
I would. I could. I mean,
Would
it
you do that
doesn't
for-
matter what I do in a dream, right?
Exactly.
So, do you know the number? Numbers sort of
Yeah.
go on. If you have a number, I can.
13.
13 is the number.
113.
Oh, it's 113.
113. Yes.
Okay. I remember
113.
13.
Yeah, and at that, Tharsden just sort of nods, and then he puts his hand against his chest, and he just begins to make a large circle, starting at around where his collarbone is, going down to his navel, and then back. And as he makes this circle, you can just see that his chest begins to sink in, and it pushes deeper and farther back than he physically has room for as a humanoid. And you just see him reach his arm in until it is darkened by the depth at which he is reaching. And he pulls out this forked piece of metal that, as he holds it after a little bit of just like, there it is, and pulls it out, he flicks it, and you just hear this. I can give this to you.
Thank you so much. That was very kind of you.
Welcome. I am kind. I
Yeah.
was working on it for a while, and then I
Yeah.
got tired again.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Do you read?
I can read, yeah.
Do you like to write?
Yeah, actually.
Oh. I mean, she used to like to write as well. It was something fun that we had going on.
Who?
And you see that there is a smile, and then the smile sort of fades a little bit, and he says, an old friend.
Was this like a friendly friend?
And kind of like, almost bashfully, like,
You dog, Thurston.
he shrugs and just asks,
The worst.
I want to give you this. And he reaches into the side pocket of his suit and pulls out what looks like a nicely bound black book. There is
Oh.
no title. There are no other words that are onto it, but you can see sort of like pressed into the vellum that there is just this spiral.
Oh, thank you so much. Boy, I don't have a lot of things that I could give you back.
He reaches in and pulls
Oh.
out a pen. And it, like, Caelum, like, mechanical wonder! It's like a clicky pen.
What the fuck?
And he hands that to Gwen as well.
Thank you. That's very kind. I really don't have a lot of things to give back. I'm sorry.
Give me your stories.
Okay.
Oh.
Will you write for me every once in a while?
Sure. Do you want them like embellished, or do you want like the true stories?
We can talk about it later.
Okay. What are you gonna do in the meantime?
Are you feeling hungry, Mr. Tharsden?
I am always hungry. I am famished. Rightfully so.
Oh. Well, If you can eat your way through 900 people's meals, curious cabin.
And he looks at the door. And he looks, and like the curious cabin, like, does it create the manifestation of a whole cabin?
It's a door.
It's just a door. He looks at it and waves his fingers, and as he does, the door opens and he pokes his head in and just... And you see a smile crawl across his face, and he takes 2 steps back and opens his jacket forward, and you just hear this deep, unearthly no as you watch, as it looks like the door itself is bending towards Tharsden. And if you've ever seen Kirby eat a feast, it is that, as he is just letting everything, every single piece of furniture, every piece of food, anything that is within this cabin is pulled into Tharsden.
Joke's on Tharsden. When something leaves the door, it poofs.
Okay.
Gwen is like
Well,
undoing her alchemy jug and is
Oh
like,
no.
You would think that, Caelum.
Is he eating the magic?
Yes.
I
He
need
is
to learn
devouring the very essence of this cabin into himself.
Huh.
And the door then, like, off of its hinges, just and into Tharsden as well. And he just pats his chest, gives it a little rub. That was a lovely appetizer. Thank you.
holy shit. Okay.
You people are nice.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
the mad
Yes,
scientist in me.
No. Okay. Oh. Okay. So, what are you gonna do now, Tharsden? We gotta pop out for a little bit. But
They
we're gonna
always
go
do.
to the abyss. What?
They always leave.
What?
Me.
I'm not you though.
No, but you are leaving me. That is what I am
Oh.
sensing. And that is okay. For I am dreaming now.
Yeah.
Well, just because we're leaving doesn't mean we can't meet back up again.
I would like that.
Cool,
And-
because I have some questions.
You know where to ask them.
Sure do.
And in the meantime, as to where I am going and what I will be doing, patiently waiting for the stories that you will surely tell me.
Right here? You're gonna stay here?
No.
Okay. High hopes.
I can feel
I-
my side is beginning to hurt and I should go onto my back for a little bit.
Okay. All right. Well, it was oddly lovely to meet you.
It was lovely to meet you too, Laughing Thunder. And you, Caelum. I look forward to hearing from the both of you soon. And with that,
God.
Tharsden just looks back at the just broken down waystone, and you see that he like goes over, pushes some rubble aside, and then stands at its base. And you see him pull a leg up, and the leg gets to about chest height as he just folds in onto himself and is gone.
Caelum turns to Gwen real quick and just starts bapping her on the arm.
I'm so sorry. I'm not used to that. Okay.
What did we learn with the Fae? What did we
Look,
learn with the
It's not
Fae?
your full name. It's not your full name. Stop it. You're not even hurting me. Okay.
Do I even
Look.
weigh anything to you?
No.
Bust open the conference room.
It's fine. We got what we needed. He's not here anymore. How fucked are we?
What did I ask you to do?
Nothing. Well, he asked me to write down stories, but didn't say you have to do this to get that.
Tharsden gave Gwen a black book
How
and
much
pen.
did I hear from Jill?
Make a history check. It's been a while since the last time you spoke with one of your employees.
Jilfayan, we met your old dad.
12.
12? You remember that one of your employees, you had a rather candid conversation with them, actually, about the stipulations of what it means to be a follower of Tiamat, and they commiserated as a cleric to Tharizdin. But from what Jill had said, there was never really that big of an issue with being a follower of Tharizdin at the time, and you saw her utilize a book that looks very similar to the book that Gwen is currently saying he just gave me this to write in, to utilize as almost as a spell focus. Later, Jill would say that she did have a departure of ways with Tharizdin. However, she never really mentioned a lot about the book.
Should I write in it or should I not write in it?
I'd be careful what you write in it.
So, besides me, who else just got involved in relationships with evil deities?
Is he an evil deity?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, okay. Look, I'm not saying that I want to worship the guy. Obviously not. It points to her eye. But we definitely need to be on his good side if he is on this plane of existence. Because if we can convince him to no longer be on this plane of existence...
You take this relationship as far as you want. If we haven't learned our lessons by now, I don't know what the fuck.
What else are we supposed to do? We can't
Not
banish him
engage with him.
and let him run havoc upon the whole world? We've seen the damage that gods can do, especially like Caius and the dream guy. I don't want to befriend him, but I want to make sure that people are safe.
What did we just get done doing?
Fighting a dragon.
We fought the dragon whenever we could. It did damage. We came back. We took it down whenever we were ready.
And how many people died? I'm not saying that we didn't do the right thing, but if we can stop it sooner than later...
Did you stop him?
I don't know. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's done.
Well, for the record,
Take the relationship as far as you want, but I feel like we've learned our lesson about this. But I've been wrong before.
well, I don't know if I'm reading the situation correctly. Gwen, you weren't planning on having a long-term relationship with this deity. It was mostly just damage control in the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, I've certainly taken baby steps into a relationship with the deity. That deity took advantage of me. I
Wow.
don't feel like I'm being too cautious here.
No, and I think that's what I need. I need you guys to be... I mean, like, my goal is to prevent loss of life in the world. And if I have to put myself in danger for that, that's fine. I don't want to put everyone in danger for that. So, I need you guys to tell me when I'm pushing it too far, but also I can't stand by and just, I mean, look at Zhao and all of the people. They've been fighting for generations, and I mean, not that we could have done something, but if we could have done something at the beginning, I would hope that we would have. So I'm just trying to cut this off at the pass before it's another Caius situation. Because if he thinks he's in a dream and he can do whatever he wants, then we run into the problem of he does whatever he wants, and that's a big problem. But if we can focus that in a different direction, then I'm going to do that. So I don't want him going out there and rewriting civilizations just because he feels like it.
Do you think that you can direct God?
For a time? He didn't kill any of us, right? He thinks we're all noodles. The dude is crazy.
He's gone now. Right?
For now. So...
And you didn't promise him anything.
Exactly. No, I'm not... Arjhan, I agree with you. I absolutely do. I'm not getting into bed with this guy. I'm not. I'm just trying to help people. Don't give me that face.
No,
I am a married woman.
Cyber is triggered.
I'm just saying.
Y'all should check out Salt Marsh.
Oh no! I don't know that one. Look, I'm just saying. It could have been. Just trying to help what we can, when we can. Right now, we know that he is a problem. He has been. So that's something we need to plan for now. And he didn't blow up. If we had told him that he wasn't dreaming and like just been nice or not nice to him and attacked him, we would probably be dead, right?
Or noodles.
Or noodles.
I don't necessarily think Darzan's going to be a problem for us.
No?
I personally don't think he's going to be an issue unless we fail.
Right.
I think that he's going to sleep and dream, and then eventually, if Caius is successful, he will awaken and consume whatever is left.
Okay.
I mean, regardless, in the end, I think Tharzan's just going to consume everything in the end. Everything
So?
needs to end eventually.
Okay. Well,
But not now.
I was going to
No.
say, if I'm still alive, like to prevent it. So we got problem number 1 is Caius. Problem number 2 is Tharzan. At least we know he's on the board, right? And building a rapport. We can maybe use that. I don't know. It's better to be friendly than... I can't believe I'm saying this. It's better to be friendly with your enemies before you fight them. Nope, that's not it. Anyways, we know he's on the board now.
This has been a wild experience.
Sure
Caelum
has.
starts walking away.
Yeah.
Did get the fork, right?
Ding ding.
Overall, I feel like it's been very... Ooh. I feel like it's been
It's a little sharp.
very productive. Be careful what you put in that book.
Yeah, I'm unless somebody tells me 100% it's fine to put something in this book, I'm not gonna put shit in this book. Or I'm gonna make up stuff.
I don't think it's entirely fine. Caelum, can you still cast your mansion? Or did he consume that out of you?
Using an 8th level spell slot, Caelum tries to do the mansion.
Mansion.
Oh,
Thumbs up.
Well, that's a relief. I guess this is just a dream to him.
Well, I think what happened there was he consumed the literal weave that was making that particular mansion.
Ooh.
the
Is your god okay?
noodles.
Sorry, what was that, Connor?
Is your god okay?
Ooh.
You know what? let's take a small break.
Yeah, let's all just converse with our gods real quick, because I would love to know what mine thinks about all this.
Actually, let's take a small break. Not here.
Yeah, there's just like again like littered with UNT bodies. One had like organs rooted through it.
Should we like get back to the boat?
Yeah.
Well, we should talk to their Kokra first, just so they know that we're not dead.
Okay.
I gotta say, I'm going to be trying to wrap my noodle around this one for a while.
I'm gonna sending
Just really want ramen now.
Me too.
Literally was looking up a ramen recipe when he started talking about noodles, and I was all like, what the fuck?
Hello. We're going to be by the cave entrance in 15 minutes.
I will see you there.
Actually, before that sending, is there anything else in this cave, or is it like full stop?
It is full stop, but if you kind of getting your sense of what the cave looked like from from what the map of you saw, or the map that you had seen, this waystone is maybe about like a third of the way into the cave, so they have it would almost appear as if the rest of the cave was sealed off in its entirety.
But the one, okay, well, we'll update their Kokra to come back down here and seal everything back up.
Yes. Yeah.
We go.
Yeah, and on your way back down the tunnel, Arjhan, you have the highest passive perception, yeah?
19.
19? Yeah.
I have an 18.
Yeah, Arjhan, you and Caelum, as you're walking, kind of thinking about the UNT that you had seen, kind of looking around this cave, you actually see that in the surface of the cave, closer towards where you had seen where the UNT bodies fell, that there is like a slight crack in the stone that looks big enough for a snake to have crawled through.
Pulls out, pulls out the map, puts an X on where it is. Righto.
Okay.
Do you think they ought to patch that?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can I patch that? Hold on, let me just check and see if I have an ability to do that. I've got so much druid shit, you know?
But you're a paladin.
I know.
Now that attitude.
It's so funny. No, nothing prepared. I don't. Well,
Divine Smite with a great club. That's paddling.
maybe plant growth. Would that be enough?
Plant
I
growth?
think you need to.
You could
Yeah.
try.
Are there any plants in here?
Not that you can see. I mean, there's like a lichen. There's some sort of like cave moss going
There's a
on.
lichen.
Oh my god. What a beautiful night for a werewolf to come out.
I'm gay.
I'm gay.
God damn it.
I'm gonna leave it be. No, they can handle it later.
I was gonna say, not to yuck your yum, but like, weeds can crack out of concrete.
I mean,
But that would just
Make
feel
things
that would
bigger.
Just break it
Yeah.
further.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not gonna concern myself with it. I was looking specifically for some stuff involving the earth, but I don't think I have anything prepared for that. So don't worry about it.
Arf.
Earth.
Alrighty. So, yeah, you managed to get to the cave wall where you had entered in, and you can see kind of like that giant stone shape. And there is like, you get there and you have to wait like 5 minutes or so, but eventually the doorway then opens again, and you just see Atris standing there.
For the love of God, Montresor. Sorry, novel. Atris, by the by, there were some Wanti inside the cave, snake people.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
Caelum will hand the map back. In a manner of speaking, if you want to send a team in there for cleanup, there's quite a few bodies. I marked on the map here where there might have been a potential breach in the cavern wall.
Oh, thank you. That's incredibly helpful. Were you
The
able
waystone's also destroyed.
I have no sentimental attachment to the monolith in the cave.
Cool, because I would feel really bad if that was like a cultural thing.
Oh my god, the pillar of my ancestors, how could you?
Atris, I am so sorry.
No, it's fine. And did you find all that you were looking for?
Oh.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
That's wonderful, truly remarkable. Now, out of the cave. And then just, like, morphs the stone back together. Can I assist you in any other meaningful way?
No, Atris, thank you.
It is my pleasure to serve. If you need of me, I will be in our library. And Atris just sort of like turns around and shuffles off.
All right.
Man, I want to be that cool when I'm that old. Sorry.
Huh?
He can't
Do
hear,
it.
it's fine.
Do we need to do anything else?
No.
To the boat?
Yeah.
To the boat.
Okay. So yeah, you all managed to exiting the library, kind of like finding Oliviette and any other members of the Moonrunner, and like, hey, let's go. Like,
We're failing.
I had the hors d'oeuvres at the reception. I'm fine. We can go. Like, you're ready to leave this place. Do you say goodbye to Swift at all? Or are you just like, all right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And Chow.
Yeah.
Yeah. We say goodbye to everybody. We're not sneaking out.
Okay.
I mean, unless we should.
Entirely up to you.
Yeah, we say our goodbyes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and at this point,
Let them know that they have a hole they need to patch in the Cave of Wonders.
okay.
Gross.
Yeah, so Oliviette and the crew of the Moonrunner are rip roaring and ready to go. They have been ready to leave for quite some time now, and the fact that you all can set out together it's enjoyable for them. They look forward to it. Sailing is always much better than being on land when you are a maritime traveler. Likewise, when you say goodbye to Swift is in the process of, like, he has been tasked with creating the feast, and he is in full food prep mode. Like, he's running a kitchen right now. You guys are like, all right, bye. And he's like, he wishes you well, and says that, you know, if you see Fang again, let him know that he's going to bring back the best spices that Fang's ever tasted. And then after that, he immediately yells at one of the Aarakocra and just, get off my fucking line! And like he like goes back.
Yes, chef.
Yeah, he has taught the Aarakocra common for specifically the phrase, yes, chef.
Gwen will give a good, like, friendly goodbye because of their history. Like, just they have a moment, just a clasping hands and
Yeah. No, and again, Swift will he'll actually thank you, Gwen, and says, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have seen what the next generation of true heroes are to look like.
yeah, buddy.
These people's
good to
lives
see
have
you,
changed forever. And it's all because of you four.
Well, you helped. You were there.
And he is sort of like, well, and he says, I think for the preservation of the story, I will have been nothing more than a shadow.
You're a solid friend, Swift.
And he bows.
She gives a Goliath salute. All right, next time I see you, you better cook something awesome for me. I'm gonna be looking forward to it.
And he nods and kind of laughs at that as well. And he says, "Trust me, you'll know when I cook you a meal."
She gives a salute.
And he bows again and just, yeah.
Yeah. She leaves.
Okay. And then are all four of you going to find Xiao to say goodbye as well?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you do, you see that Xiao is in the process of getting fitted for a robe. It's like, you can see that there's like the chalk mark on the back for marking. There are needles that are like halfway through. Like he's like full on getting fitted out. And when he sees you four, he like tells the tailor who's currently working with him, like, okay, like we just cut that shit out for like 5 seconds. My friends are here. And seeing you all, he turns and like this robe that he's wearing looks very reminiscent of the robe that you saw Aisha wear when Swift first returned. It seems like this is very much like, oh, this is the robe of like the person in charge, and Swift and Xiao is currently in the process of gearing up to be presented as such. And when he sees you all, he says, "My friends, I can see by the look in your eyes that you are not planning on staying for the banquet."
No, shall we? We have other matters to attend to.
That is understandable. What you four did will never be forgotten. Our people will sing songs. There will be stories. Give me 2 years, and I guarantee you there will be a mummers play dedicated to you all.
You don't have to go that far.
No,
This
no,
is
it's
not
fine. Just make sure
me.
I'm not played by a child, okay?
I promise nothing. This is not me ordering these things. You all made a difference. And while you did not drop rocks from the sky, there was an impact. The impact of all four of you. As the leader of the Bright Wardens, you have my eternal gratitude. For not only have you saved my life once, but twice over, and saved the lives of my people. And even in these like brand new robes that are still in the process of getting fit, you see that he kneels down and then bows to you. And then he stands back up and says, "That is for my father." And then Caelum, he extends a hand out to you, grips your forearm, and pulls you in with one wing around the back as like the Aarakocra bro hug. And this is for my friends.
And as they break, Caelum's just gonna gently headbutt Xiao. That's how we like to do things.
I see. Then he goes up to Cori, headbutts. He goes up to Gwen, and he sort of like gets down, headbutts. And then he goes to you, Arjhan, and
Don't you dare.
he looks and he nods and says, "I respect that." And he
Gwen will
instead
give-
reaches his arm out.
Or shake it.
And if you let him, he will also bring you in for just a quick, like, thank you. And you see that, like, as he had, like, gotten down to, like, bow to kneel, like, the tailor is just like, what the it's not even finished and you're getting it dirty! But Xiao in this moment, you can see, is very... He feels great reverence towards you all.
Gwen gives a Goliath salute and then says, from one leader to another, you're gonna do a great job, kid.
And he sort of like cracks a little bit of a smile.
If you ever need anything, you know where to reach us.
I will have Atris use what he describes as ascending.
Exactly.
I'll be right back.
Xiao like kind
We'll
of
be on the boat.
Thump, 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 thump. Bye, Xiao.
and yeah, Caelum, you're just like sprinting away, and Xiao again is like, they always leave so quickly. And then like as he's like waving goodbye, the tailor like smacks him on the back, and he like starts to just like, okay, your friends are gone now, let's fucking finish this. And he like waves as he once again has to spread his arms and have his wings extended to get the proper fit on his robe. Caelum, where are you running off to while your friends are going to the boat?
Library, real quick. I have something funny I want to do.
Okay. Sounds good. You come in, and Atris
Slides in.
is rather high up. And he is, you see that he's in the process of like kind of pulling out a rather thick binding of scrolls. And then he looks down towards you and then just alights back down.
Hi, Atris.
Oh, so you did need something after all.
Can I ask you to look over Xiao for a little while longer?
I have been looking after that boy since he was but a fledgling. He has always looked to his father with reverence, with respect, and with the belief and understanding that someday he will have to do his best to emulate him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I will look after Xiao,
Well,
but there is not much left that I may teach him.
this will put some pep in your step, and Caelum will hand him the potion of longevity.
What is this?
Essentially, it'll revitalize you a few years. You'll get younger.
Okay. And he nods. And he will pops the cork. Just drinks it in front of you. Caelum, roll me a d6.
Yeah. He ages down 11 years.
Okay. It is a minimum of 13 when using the potion.
Oh, to a minimum of 30. Yeah, no, they get aged down to a minimum of 13
Oh, okay.
years.
Gotcha. It can't be more than 13.
Yeah.
That makes sense for a d6 plus 6, but you never know. But yeah, so he...
And how old is he?
Well, he was pushing like 35. Like, he was old as a bird, and you just gave him 11 years back. You see that, like, those molted patches fill in. He, like, bulks up a little bit. And he's like, what is this?
Cool. See you later, Atris.
No, hold.
What?
You helped with the library, you have bestowed unto me the gift of youth. When I was younger, I read from these pages. It took me 2 days out of a 7-day span to read them in their entirety. And throughout my life, they have assisted in keeping me fortified. I would like for you to have them. Whether you read them or gift them to your friends is entirely to you. Caelum, you can add the Tome of Bodily Health.
Fuck yeah! Oh, I'm giving this to Gwen.
And
My body is the temple, thank
Yeah,
you.
but it gives you +2 to your con, which also raises your AC.
I don't need to raise my AC. It's either they don't hit or they do. There's no in between.
You have more HP. Stop complaining.
okay, and yeah, Caelum, as you like take this into consideration and
Shit.
start like again, Atris just like you can see that he's standing taller. His muscles are back. He's feeling spry, and he bows to you in thanks. And Caelum, as you turn around to leave, and he watches you exit, as you leave, you start hearing, huh, huh, and you look back real quick, and he's like doing like a standing one-handed push-up.
Damn, Atris.
No wonder
Dimension
that,
doors away.
no wonder that motherfucker lived for so long.
Oh, he's like Uncle Iroh. He like disrobes and like the padding falls out, just ripped.
Yes.
He's a book nerd. But
So
you
is
understand
Caelum.
how heavy these books are?
So heavy.
But the rest of you end up making your way down towards the boat. And again, there is the Redemption. Then there is the Moonrunner. So you have these two ships, and they look like they have been like restocked with supplies. It seems as though, and like you kind of hear it like going down the steps. They're like, "It was incredible. Overnight, it's almost as if the entire garden was revitalized. How did such strange magics occur?" And Cori, you're like, "Doot, doot, 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 doot."
Oh no, how could that have happened? Anyway, leaving.
And again, your ship fully stocked with food and supplies enough for you all and your crew. Then, of course, there is the Moonrunner that has also been stocked and is fully supplied. So, being able to get back on to the ship, that is when you also see Caelum like dimension door out, and I imagine again it's like one of those mask layer situations where it just kind of like stumbles out from behind a pillar.
Oh, there's like a puff of plumage, like raven feathers that slowly disintegrate.
and yeah,
Hey, Gwen.
Yes?
You up for some reading?
Do I have to?
Yeah.
Oh, why?
It's homework. It's required reading, Missy. Let's go.
We
Gwen just like slouches off.
assuming that our constructs are ready. I mean, our construct is ready. There's only one.
the one.
We might have some time to kill anyway.
No, I'm the only one who has homework.
Oh, you're gonna like this one though.
Is it about blood? Is it about sex?
Gonna have to read to
Technically,
find
yeah.
out.
Maybe.
Actually,
Oh, all right.
there's a
Yep.
couple of new exercises in here that you can try out.
All right. We'll see how effective they are on this incredible body.
Okay. And as your group gets on to the ship and you all begin to set sail, that is when Arjhan, you hear a boom boom.
Ah, speaking of.
Hi, Mr. Arjhan.
Hello, Bridget.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Are you good on receiving the package?
Where would I receive it?
I don't know, like wherever you are. I don't really know where you wanted this to go, so I was either just gonna like keep it in the hells until you needed it, or like we could present it to you. That weird pink guy who's been here for like the last month, like he's got like a whole presentation planned. He's got like, is something called, he said it was like some sort of fey magic called PowerPoint. Kat was really about it. She seemed to love PowerPoint and this weird thing called Excel.
No. We use spell slots. We don't use that.
Well, that's what I tried to explain to him, and he just wouldn't have it. He just kept going on and on about it.
New spell, Power World Point.
That's just Phoenix Wright's moves from Marvel vs. Capcom. Anyway. Yeah, if you got the space for it.
We should probably go to the hells anyway so that we can send Pink Dad home, right? We'll come to you.
All right, sounds good.
Wait, what layers? What layer?
You're gonna want layer 4, Phlegethos. Dropping Stone Mantle R&D.
Can you send somebody to pick me up?
Oh, of course. And yeah, as the call ends, you just hear like the 4 of you, as well as the other members on the Moonrunner, just hear boom, boom, as a hellish portal flares open, and you see that there is a white Abishai that's wearing a kind of like, it's like a denim vest, but the sleeves have been cut off. And as they look at you, you know that this is not Bridget. And instead, this Abishai goes, all right, I'm looking for Mr. Arjhan.
That would be me.
That's you. Come on, catch a ride! And like he points to his back, and as he does, that flaming portal opens again.
You motherfucker, why would you bring Scooter into this?
I am not Scooter. I am legally distinct. Let's go.
Hello, legally distinct. I'm Caelum.
Scooter.
To the hells.
All right.
To the hell.
And yeah, as the 4 of you with legally distinct Scooter, whose name is Skeeter, end up going through the portal.
It is not.
Oh, before we go through the portal,
Yeah.
Caelum will turn to Cori. Hey, by the way, would you want this Wand of Healing Word?
Oh. What's its action economy look like?
1 action.
Everything I do is actions.
But you can expend up to 7 charges.
I'll hold on to it. It could be useful.
All right. So, as Caelum, you pass Cori off this Wand of Healing, and your group passes through the portal to go back to the Hells to pick up your brand new ride. That is where we are going to call it for tonight's session. So I'd like to say thank you to everybody who decided to stop on by and join us for this wonderful game of Dungeons, Dragons, and Noodles. I always have a blast whenever these folks are on the channel. Speaking of those folks, RJ, where can we find you? What do you do?
Hello, everybody. My name is RJ. You can catch me at RJustice282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things of my life and sometimes stream with my friends. Recently, myself and Ryan Ryoga of his channel have started playing some Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. It's been great. Big Monkey has aced us a couple of times, and, you know, we're coming back with a vengeance. Other than that, catch myself over at the GGK on Thursdays and Saturdays. Saturdays for our new Ward 47 game using the TTRPG Parslings, which is a deck building game. Instead of dice, you use cards. I have actually done a lot of statistical work, and everyone is afraid. Other than that, on Thursdays, Elegant Creatures, where it is a Good Society Urban Shadows hack, where we just try our goddamn best to smooch each other. Besides that, Sunday mornings over at the Hype Goblins, starting back up August 7th for a 5e campaign. And finally, Wild Beyond the Witchlight over here on Sunday nights. Oh, also, by the by, you guys, everyone here should check out GGK. We did the Darkest House last Saturday. It's a Monty Cook game where you can convert any character to that system and then run through a horror house, a la Death House, Curse of Strahd. Danae screams in rage as I give up my only opportunity to leave. DanaeKeener.com.
That sounds so fun when it happens to you.
Hi, I'm
Jack
LBHackEmUp. You can find me at LBHackEmUp on the Twitters and the Twitches. I'll be live tomorrow, probably at 3 o'clock, depending on kitten adoption stuff. But I'll be streaming. I might do Devil May Cry. Dead by Daylight came out with some new things, but I don't know. I might be switching to something else. I love Dead by Daylight, but you know, variety is the slice of life. But then after that, I'll be at GGK. We're doing our Squire Squad tomorrow night, which will be super fun. I'm playing Sabrina. She is the outsider. She's an alien, and she just realized that, hey, maybe being reckless isn't the best thing for life. So that was great. But for everything else, just check out my Twitter, and I'll be here next week. So DanaeKeener.com.
Wait, I'm Cyber. I'm here on Mondays. I might have more to say about where I'm at in a few weeks. Maybe not. I don't know. We will see about it. DanaeKeener.com.
Speaking of DanaeKeener.com, hey everybody, I'm Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com. I do nerdy drawings, most related to D&D and a lot of things on this channel. You can also find me at Danae Keener on Twitter. I have a pinned tweet there that tells you everything that I'm up to on Twitch. So go there, look at my schedule, see all the things that I'm doing. Go watch that VOD that RJ mentioned. I screamed in rage because I had already sacrificed myself, you monster! DanaeKeener.com.
And if you've made it this far, you probably already know who I am, but if you don't, hey Acorns, what's up? It's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the Indoor Adventurer, the showrunner here at twitch.tv/Indoor Adventures. We do shows like this on Monday, Thursday, and Sunday, currently at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Those times are hopefully going to be subject to changing back to the 5:30 time slot that we had before that I really liked and we had been doing for the last 4 years, but that is entirely up to scheduling with my new job. So hopefully we can again try and get that sorted out. But in the meantime, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we have eventually we'll get back to playing our SCP Thursday game. I know we've been on hiatus for a little while, but we'll get to it. I promise you that. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I want it back. But for now, we are going to be going into our Patreon-supported after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from each other, but also from the community. So if you have any questions for myself or any of these other fine folk, feel free to join us again at patreon.com/indooradventures. The link can be found in the Twitch chat to the side, just like the link to join us on Discord, which is, of course, the easiest place to ask us all of the questions that we will soon be answering. So with that, I'd like to say thank you to everybody who decided to stop on by. Thank you to these players for putting up with my bullshit once again this week. And we'll see all of you guys next time. All right, everybody. Bye-bye!